Very good morning to the Honorable Principal Sir, respected Madam and my dear friends. First of all, let me introduce myself. This is Purnima. I am from Ippapelli. Present I am pursuing my degree in the stream of BSc Data Science in TSWRDC Bhupalpalli. Our Principal Sir name is Hariprasad Sir and my in-charge Madam name is Archana Madam. I am here to giving a beautiful presentation about memory unit. Without wasting time, let's move on our topic.
Memory unit. Before going to our topic, what is memory? How is memory used? Why is memory important or need for a computer, etc.? These are the questions are raised in our mind. Okay, let us discuss about these questions. A memory is just like a human brain. It is used to store data and instructions. Computer memory is the storage space in the computer, where data is to be processed and instructions required for processing are stored. The memory is divided into large number of small parts called cells. Each location or cell has a unique address which varies from 0 to memory size -1. For example, you can see here, if the computer has 64K words, then this memory unit has 64 into 1024 equal to 65,536 memory locations. The address of these locations varies from 0 to 65,535. I hope this example may help to you to understand easy. Computer memory is a temporary storage area. It holds the data and instructions that the CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, needs before a program can run. The program is located from storage into the memory. This allows the CPU direct access to the computer program. Here is the key point about memory unit. It is also known as storage unit. The information or set of guidelines are stored in the storage unit of the computer system. Memory is the most essential element of a computing system because without it computer can't perform simple tasks. Memory of a computer is measured in terms of bytes. Now we have to discuss about memory units or measures of memory. 1 character equal to 1 bit, 4 bits equal to 1 nibble, 8 bits equal to 1 byte, 1024 bytes equal to 1 kilobyte, 1024 kilobytes equal to 1 megabyte, 1024 megabytes equal to 1 gigabyte, 1024 gigabytes equal to 1 terabyte, 1024 terabytes equal to 1 petabyte, 1024 petabytes equal to 1 exabyte, 1024 exabytes equal to 1 zettabyte, 1024 zettabytes equal to 1 exabyte. Up to here, this is the basic knowledge and information about memory unit. Okay, now we have to move on to the main topic of types of memory. You can see here the types of memory. Computer memory is of 3 basic types are there. One is primary memory, second one is secondary memory, and third one is cache memory. In this, my talk will be in 3 parts. Now let's move on to the first part of my talk about primary memory. What is primary memory? It is also called as main memory or read-only memory. Primary memory holds only those data and instructions on which the computer is currently working. It has a limited capacity and data is lost when power is switched off. It is generally made up of semiconductor devices. These memories are not as fast as registers. The data and instructions required to be processed resides in the main memory. It is divided into 2 subcategories, RAM and ROM. You can clearly observe here the difference between RAM and ROM. RAM stands for random access memory, ROM stands for read-only memory. RAM is a read and write memory, but normally ROM is read-only memory and it cannot be overwritten. RAM is faster than compared to ROM. ROM is slower than RAM. RAM is volatile memory, ROM is non-volatile memory. Price of RAM is high then compared to ROM. ROM is cheaper than RAM. RAM chips are bigger in size than compared to ROM. ROM chips are smaller in size compared to RAM. These are the diagrams of RAM and ROM. Let us briefly discuss about RAM. RAM further classified into 2 types. They are SRAM and DRAM. SRAM stands for static random access memory. DRAM stands for dynamic random access memory. Here is the difference between SRAM and DRAM. Let us see here. SRAM has lower access time, so it is faster compared to DRAM. DRAM has higher access time, so it is slower than SRAM. SRAM is costlier than DRAM. DRAM costless compared to SRAM. SRAM requires constant power supply, which means this type of memory consumes more power. DRAM offers reduced power consumption due to the fact that the information is stored in the capacitor. Due to complex internal circuitry, less storage capacity is available compared to the same physical size of DRAM memory chip. Due to the small internal circuitry in the 1-bit memory of DRAM, the large storage capacity is available. SRAM has low packaging density, DRAM has high packaging density. These are the diagrams of SRAM and DRAM. Then we have to discuss about ROM. Here ROM is further classified into 4 types. They are MROM, PROM, EPROM, EEPROM. MROM stands for read-only memory. Its content is programmed by manufacturer, not by user. Then we can use it only for reading. PROM. PROM stands for programmable read-only memory. Is a form of digital memory where the setting of each bit is loaded by user. Once programmed, the data and instructions in it cannot be changed. EPROM. EPROM stands for erasable programmable read-only memory. It can be reprogrammed by using ultraviolet light. EEPROM. EEPROM stands for electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. In this, the data can erase portion of the chip by applying electric field. Then we have to discuss second part about secondary memory. What is secondary memory? This type of memory is also known as external memory or non-volatile. It is slower than the main memory. Main memory is also known as primary memory. These are used for storing data or information permanently. CPU directly does not access these memories. Already we know CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Instead, they are accessed via input or output routers. The content of secondary memory are first transferred to the main memory and then the CPU can access it. SD card, HDD, pen drive, CD disk, DVD, etc. These are some examples of secondary memory. Now we have to discuss about storage capacity of following. CD storage capacity is 700 KB. CD stands for compact disc. DVD storage capacity is 4.7 GB. DVD stands for digital versatile disk. Pen drive. Pen drive storage capacity is 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB. And hard disk. Hard disk storage capacity is 4 GB, 10 GB, 20 GB, 40 GB, 80 GB, 160 GB and 1 TB. Finally, I will go on to the talk about cache memory. What is cache memory? Cache memory is a very high speed semiconductor memory which can speed up the CPU. It acts as a buffer between the CPU and the main memory. It is used to hold those part of data program which are most frequently used by the CPU. The part of data and programs are transferred from the disk to cache memory by the operating system, from where the CPU can access them. Here you can observe this is the diagram of cache. Let us discuss about advantages and disadvantages of cache memory. First, let us discuss about advantages of cache memory. Cache memory is faster than main memory. It consumes less access time as compared to main memory. It stores the program that can be executed within a short period of time. It stores data for temporary use. Next, disadvantages of cache memories. Cache memory has limited capacity. It is very expensive. Yeah, I hope I have covered the points that I needed to present. And I hope that you guys have understood these topics very well.
I would like to thank you for taking time out to listen to my presentation. Take care about yourself. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.